and then we go back to what we're doing. Because there's only the three.
We're not recording, that's what I'm saying.
And Mike,
So as soon as you get this
once I
recording,
do it,
yeah, okay.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission for Monday, August 15th. Tonight, we are going to do a couple of things different on our agenda here. We'll get to that. But first, we want to make sure we established a quorum, which we have. Entertain a motion to approve minutes for August 1st.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes for August 1st.
Okay, got a motion. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed. All right. Recognizing persons not on the agenda. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on. Commission, we're going to jump down here. We have the planned unit development for the R4 PUD for the Colthorpe Commons. We are still waiting, pending information, so we are going to have to table that again. And I believe we have a final date of September 6th, if I'm not correct. Billy, I'm going to look at you on that.
yep. Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to table the planned unit development for rezone R4 to R4 PUD Colthorpe Commons to zoning meeting 9/6/22.
Okay, so I have a first to table the 9/6/22. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. We'll start with you, Travis.
All right.
Billy? Christina?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Aye as well. That is now tabled, which means for all of you here who were planning on talking or having a comment on the Colthorpe Commons that has been tabled, we are not going to do any kind of public hearing an action for that. So, moving on to our second bit here, we have an action item for a conditional use permit for the Desert Sage drive-through.
Well, yeah, just a copy we have.
Okay.
I'll pause for a minute.
Too late.
We wanted to make sure you had a free evening. This is all it is.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we have an action item for conditional use permit for the Desert Sage drive-through. Applicant for the Desert Sage Health Center for the Megan Bedke. I always mess up that name and I apologize. And Hummel, I believe. Hummel. Thank you. Conditional use permit to allow a drive-in, drive-through establishment located in the 2400 block of American Legion Boulevard. That's typed twice, so I won't read it twice. So the proposed drive-through establishment will accompany an approximate 31,000 square foot healthcare facility, including the drive-up canopy, and will allow for a drive-up pharmacy and drive-through clinic.
Because they tabled it. What? They tabled it for September the 6th.
Love my job. Mr. Cherry, when you're ready, and only when you're ready.
We are actually ready. We do have representatives here. They are going to have a little bit of presentation for you. So we'll have them come on up, and I'll have some stuff at the end for you, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
We're trying to get the presentation loaded up right now.
Okay.
You're all welcome coming up. Sign in up here. There it is, perfect.
I can fill that out here in a second. But my name is Brian Coleman. I'm with Hummel Architects. I'm an associate. We're representing Desert Sage Health Centers. So Desert Sage Health Centers, as you may well know, Megan put this in a PDF here. Megan. Anyways, I don't know, I can zoom in here. Here we go. I just wanted to orientate you real quick. As you know, hopefully, that the Desert Sage currently operates a health center currently right down the street here. They've currently outgrown their facility, and we're looking at building a new facility. The current facility, they do a drive-through clinic scenario, which kind of on the outside of the building, you kind of drive up. It's worked really well. They're very successful, but it's kind of a little tough on the staff, and so we're looking to do a kind of a new facility with them. It's kind of a little more zoned to help them with that. And with that, we're looking for an approval of a conditional use permit for not only the drive-through clinics, but also a future pharmacy window. So the site is actually, I believe, almost 12 acres. We're looking at using 9 acres. The other half will be used for future development. I believe the upper piece has already been slated for a financial institution that's already come to you for their conditional use permit. But anyways, the way that we've proposed this is we have a central boulevard down the way. We have patient parking out front. We've got staff parking out back. You would come back. You have the drive-through clinics right here. Currently, we have 2 bays that we would build out now for clinics, then we have a 3rd future one if we ever got to that point. If you continued around the loop, you would get back to the future drive-up window for the future pharmacy. We have all the widths needed for passing lane, queuing lanes, and also fire truck access all the way around our building. So today we're just looking for approval of our conditional use permit. What else we have? Oh, this is just a floor plan. I kind of wanted to show you what we were thinking for the drive-through clinic. They have been really progressive about what they're thinking about, and so, you know, oh, you lost it.
Oh, it's just gonna happen.
So anyway, they've been really progressive about what they're thinking about the drive-through clinics. They're one of the few clinics that we know that actually we've done this, and so, like I said, we've got 2 through clinics where they'll actually be able to drive up. They'll be able to pull in. They'll be able to assess everything from the car, be able to do everything there, and then when they're finished, they go out the other side and on their way. And so it's been a great little project, and I think it's going to be very successful as the current program is now. Oh, and I think I just have a couple pretty pictures here real quick, kind of give you an idea of what we're working towards. This is the front of the building here, the front entry, and then you kind of get a very conceptual idea of what we're kind of thinking on the backside for the drive-up clinics there. So, and that's all we had. So, any questions for us?
Want to hold off until we get through? Okay, we'll hold off until we get through public. Public input. I apologize, my brain doesn't work tonight.
I do have a couple of additional things for you. We do have the public notices have been posted. They did send out all the mailers as required for the public entities and for the neighbors within 300 feet. And as of today, we haven't received anything as far as negative comments, negative emails, anything like that to our office. As far as I'm concerned, from our perspective, they've met all the requirements for their conditional use permit.
How many did you send out?
I don't have that.
13. A notification was sent
Yeah,
to
it's in your
13.
packet. And in the back page of your packet, it also shows the stacking map for the drive-throughs on board.
Yep.
Very good. All right, with that, Commissioner, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing. Anybody who would like to come up and leave comment for the conditional use permit for Desert Stage, please come forward. Misty?
Yes. Commissioners, my only concern, and I left because I had to catch Lonnie, my husband's on night shift and we're looking for a part. So my only concern is when Mr. Vaughn has come here from ITV, has mentioned how much stuff we're building up towards on City View area and American Legion, the medium that they're going to require. So I wasn't sure if we were going to widen that to make left-hand turns for people to come in from the left-hand side. I'm horrible with directions, but coming down from the interstate to go there, or getting back onto American Legion. So my only concern is how are we going to address the medium so people don't have to go all the way downtown, try to make the loop around Main to Second and back up to any places up on top of the hill if they're coming in town from Walmart or the interstate area.
Okay, so turn lane of traffic pretty much.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, and the interference of the roundabout, if there is one. Let's put it in.
Perfect. Anybody else care to come up and talk about Desert Sage?
Question.
You can come on up. Just give me your name and location.
Yes. You need location?
Yep. Need name and address.
Oh, 705 Foster. Yeah, it's all, I don't know all that much about it, but
I was just curious, you know, because like up there, like she's saying, the trucks when they go to Walmart, they have to come down a long ways to turn around, and their mate tried to turn around in there. I don't know if they're planning on big trucks coming in with anything other than a single axle, other than a fire truck or what. And is the doors big enough in case an ambulance has to come in there? I don't know what all that Desert Sage is about, but I just wonder if they thought about that too.
Okay.
You know, big enough for lip doors or whatever it is, breezeway.
Yep. Definitely. Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, seeing none, I'll go ahead and close public hearing on that. Commission, questions, comments?
Mr. Chair.
Billy?
The, is IDT with the traffic, did we have to do a traffic study on this one, Brock?
There was no traffic impact study required with this one, but they did have to fulfill ITD requirements, which I believe they have submitted paperwork to ITD. There has been meetings that they can speak to. I can tell you that the city's stance on ITD roads is what ITD says is gospel, because it's not ours. I believe that ITD and the applicant found a reasonable resolution to how things are going to be accessed, not only for the Desert Sage property, but as you all know, we recently did a CUP for ICCU as well. And I believe that the applicant can provide more information corresponding to that point.
Commissioner, I do just want to make sure you remember that all we are doing tonight is determining the conditional use permit for the drive-through. So this definitely has to do anything with the preliminary plat or anything else, just the drive-through. Any other questions, comments?
In regard to the drive-through, if we can address the applicant again.
Come on up, please. Thank you.
To Mr. Gust's point of concern regarding EMS access, is there enough space width, height, lengthwise for EMS
Yeah,
access?
the facility is designed for ambulance usage for the whole loop and then also the front and back. So yes, we have design for that as well.
Excellent. My only question.
Okay. Nothing?
Nope.
All right. There's no more questions, concerns? Billy, you're studying that hard. Okay, no, just make sure. I'll entertain a motion.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Travis?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the conditional use permit to allow drive-in, drive-through establishment located at 2400 Block American Legion Boulevard, parcel RPA 3S 07E304845. Under the following conditions, subject to site plan amendment as required by building, public works, fire, zoning officials to comply with applicable city codes and standards. 2, to the applicant to shall meet the performance and design standards for the drive-in establishments per city code 9-9-14. And 3, the applicant shall comply with and receive all the required approvals from Idaho Transportation Department.
First, I have a second.
Okay.
Second by Billy. All right, Scott, start with you.
Aye.
Christina?
Aye.
Billy?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Aye for me as well. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have nothing else on our agenda this evening. We are going to go to Mr. Cherry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
So before we conclude, I want to put out there for the APA Idaho conference
Yes.
and training that we still have opportunities there. I saw your email. We're all good there.
Good.
Commissioner Roeder and Commissioner Harjo. They're going to go tentatively. I have a deal where when I buy 2, I get 1 free for appointed or elected officials. I spoke to City Council. Councilwoman Garvey thought she might be interested, but it's kind of up in the air of where her schedule is. If anyone is sure that that's what they want to do,
How many days is it again?
it's Wednesday through Friday. So Wednesday, you have a half day. Thursday's a full day. Friday, it's just that morning.
Okay. Yeah, count me in.
What were the dates on that? Because I may have the dates wrong then.
It was October. It was the first week of October.
I thought it was the first through the. Sorry. I thought it was
It's
the
the
3rd,
5th,
4th, and
6th,
5th.
It could be. I will verify the dates
Okay,
with
yeah,
you
it scared me.
and get everything correct. Once again, It's really awesome training. We get to meet with planning professionals from across the state, P&Z commissioners from across the state, and you get to rub shoulders and see what the trends are and what solutions and best practices are being implemented.
5 through 7. Okay, 5th through 7th.
You don't have
Well,
anything?
I have, as we close, I just have some theme music. Since someone commented on a traffic feature, I feel like it's appropriate. So I'll leave it at that. After you adjourn.
Okay.
And then, yes.
I thought it was 3rd through 5th. For some reason I had that down when you said that. But
So we're all good?
if it's 5 through 7th, no, because I got to be in Seattle on the 5th.
Well, we'll talk through it. So
Okay.
we'll talk about it.
Okay.
If you're interested in going, follow up. Second, you saw that we had a different staff member present. It was kind of weird. So Chris is the assistant city planner. The deal is I will always be here for the very big important things. But if there's times where I can't be here and we have more routine land actions, such as a drive-through is perfect. It's a perfect example that we have someone here who's knowledgeable, that's written, that can be here for you. Subdivisions, big PUDs, don't worry. I will be here, and me and Chris will tag team those, but we are expanding our capacity as an office. And I just want to say I was very impressed, Mr. Curtis, and his first debut.
Yeah, Chris, appreciate you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Assistant to the planner or assistant planner?
Assistant city planner.
I'm glad you covered that vocabulary. Yep. Anything else? Okay, seeing none, ladies and gentlemen, we are adjourned at 6:19.
Don't hate me if I had the 3rd through 5th.
One so far.
Right?